Now, with just a little work, you can change the look and temperature of any room in your home.
And joining us today is Ken Bernt from L&K Carpet One. Thanks for coming in today.
Good to be here.
You know, it seemed like a few years ago when you would watch all of the decorating shows, they would always take the fans out of the room because they said that they weren't attractive. And now I'm seeing it seems like there's a comeback because fans have come a long way in the last few years.
The pendulum has swung.
They're really nice and beautiful now, aren't they?
Well, they are. And if you go all the way back to 9/11, the original 9/11, 11 years ago, we started looking more at natural things, and we started looking at low tech and things that were dependable and things that didn't seem invasive, and that was where the whole fan thing started to gain motion again. And of course, fans are as low tech and as green and as environmentally friendly as you can get, and so they found a way into our society again.
So the benefits of having a fan in a room in your house.
Well, without consuming vast quantities of electricity, you can move the air around and feel cooler, even though the room stays about the same temperature most of the time. Okay. And it's fresher.
So if we have a room in the house that we just have like a light fixture, how difficult is it to take that out and put in a ceiling fan?
I don't know. How is it? He was telling me earlier.
I was telling you before the show what we went through. I'm very intimidated because you have electrical wires. And if you are not careful, there could be some damage there to the human body.
You turn off the electrical wires before doing the wiring. I know
that gets me a whole different issue about how my house is wired.
But then how do you know if it's going to work if you don't have power there, right?
If you don't light it up. But this is the thing. It's not that difficult a job, is it?
No, it really isn't. And if you want to write down minkaair.com, Minkaair, MINKAAIRE.com. There are some very specific instructions on what to hook up to what and how to mount. But the single most important factor is that what you're going to secure the fan to has to be very, very stable.
Okay, so they're a little heavier than your normal
most problems with noise,
really,
most problems with rattling around, all have to do not with the fan, but with what the fan is attached to.
Okay,
interesting.
That makes perfect sense.
Now you have some pictures you brought with you of what to look for when you're looking for a fan.
Right. If we can jump right into those, we've got two fans here that would appear to be alike. The one on the left, of course, has a light fixture on it, but other than that, they look to be about the same. If you go to the next slide, we can see that they both have 5 blades that are 52 inches. That sounds good. But we notice the one on the left has a 12-degree pitch, and the one on the right has a 16-degree pitch. Now, that's the difference in 4 degrees of pitch doesn't sound like a really big deal. But
unless you're singing.
Yeah. There you go.
You're 4 degrees off. You are completely off.
So we go to the next slide, and we see that, and I can't read that from here. It makes a huge difference in the amount of airflow. More than twice as much air gets moved by the 16-degree pitch, and that's with the fan rotating at exactly the same speed. The CFMs are incredible, and instead of having about a 70% efficiency in power, now we've got a 90% efficiency in power. And with the one on the left, on an 8-foot ceiling, you'll do just fine. But the one on the right, you can hang that all the way at the top of a 30-foot vaulted ceiling, and you can still blow the papers off the kitchen table.
Okay, I'm going to ask pitch. What is pitch? What does that mean?
The angle of the blade.
Okay.
Yeah, the angle of the blade. Now, the next slide would tell us that.
Our price.
Yeah, the next slide would tell you the one on the left is going to cost you $99. You can get them on sale every once in a while for $69, maybe $79. The one on the right is going to be $200 on sale.
But you're not going to get the same.
Will last twice as long. You're not going to have noise. You're going to have better efficiency, and you're going to have more air.
All right. So not all the time. Cheaper is better.
Yeah.
All right, Ken, thank you so much for joining us today. And
good to be here.
Teaching, and maybe next time we'll do a little singing.
Maybe not.
Not if you're going to be 4 degrees in pitch off.
Okay. Thanks so much. And